When a hockey player who's getting millions of dollars a year turns into smuggling drugs, you can't help but wonder, what else does he need? Today's story is about Jere Karalahti, the NHL player who started smuggling meth. In the 1993 NHL entry draft, the Los Angeles Kings selected Jere Karalahti in the 6th round. Karalahti went on to play a total of 166 games in the National Hockey League after being drafted by the Kings. The former Finnish professional defenseman won the Liga championship in his home country of Finland in 1998. He has also won 3 silver medals at the World Championships and 1 bronze medal with the Finnish national team. Karalahti is a legend in the sport in Finland. During the course of his playing career, he spent time in Finland, the United States of America, Germany, Belarus, and Sweden. Early years in hockey. Karalahti was a member of the youth ice hockey team from Helsinki when they participated in the 1989 Quebec International Pee Wee Hockey Tournament. During the 1993-94 season of the SM Liga, Karalahti participated in his first major ice hockey games for the HIFK team. He was quickly recognized as a strong physical defender, which led to an increase in the amount of ice time he received from season to season. The HIFK victory over Ilves in the SM Liga championship game in 1998 was Karalahti's crowning achievement in the SM Liga. He had a successful season and set a new high point total for his career. Karalahti's record in the following season improved by 3 points, and as a result, the Los Angeles Kings made him an offer for a contract. Karalahti moved to North America in 1999 after experiencing issues with his visa. He played for the Los Angeles Kings for the remainder of that season, but even though he had a successful first season, his time on the ice was reduced, and he eventually asked to be traded to the Nashville Predators, which he did in 2001. Karalahti was sent back to Finland after the National Hockey League handed down a 6-month suspension against him for a violation of the league's drug policy during the summer of 2002. The return to Finland. Karalahti, upon his return to the SM Liga, immediately resumed his position as one of the most important defensemen for HIFK. He was named team captain by head coach Doug Shedden for the 2005-2006 season, but injuries forced him to miss a significant portion of the season. Karalahti caused a stir at the end of the season when he refused to play in the bronze medal game for the second time in his HIFK career, citing a lack of interest as his reason. After that, he was relieved of his captain responsibilities and his contract with HIFK was not renewed, and as a result, he parted ways with the club he'd been playing for throughout his entire professional career in Finland. Substance abuse. Karalahti detailed his history of drug use in an interview with Sports Illustrated that took place on January 21, 2002. This history included an arrest in 1996 for possession of various quantities of marijuana, amphetamines, and heroin, which resulted in a brief suspension by the SM Liga. Karalahti also admitted to having used cocaine. He claimed in the same interview that he'd been clean from drugs for the past 5 years. Despite this, the NHL handed down a 6-month suspension against him on August 16th of that year for his 3rd violation of the league's policy regarding substance abuse. On the other hand, this time the violation was related to alcohol rather than drugs. After the suspension, Karalahti went back to his home country of Finland. Because of the suspension he received from the NHL, he was unable to participate in the World Cup of Hockey in 2004. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future videos. Karalahti agreed to the terms with Ulon Karpat, the defending champion of the SM Liga, to play for them during the 2007-2008 season. It was his first time playing for a Finnish team other than his home team, Helsinki IFK, and it was an exciting one. It was believed that he would try to make a comeback in the NHL, and in preparation for this possibility, he had Karpat sign a very stringent contract that prohibited the use of any illegal drugs and required him to have regular checkups with the team physician. On November 6, 2007, Finnish police arrived at Ulan Karpat practice session and took Jere Karalahti away for questioning. After some time, he was moved to Espoo, where more information about his continued involvement in a drug ring was uncovered. He was taken into custody by the Espoo District Court on suspicion of committing a serious drug crime. The contract he had with Karpat was terminated 12 days later on December 12, 2007. On January 29, 2008, he was accused of smuggling 4 kilograms of amphetamines into Finland. This led him to being charged with drug smuggling. The prosecutor stated that he also funded smuggling operations with €20,000. He has refuted all of these allegations. It's believed that a drug ring moved approximately 20 kilograms of amphetamines and hundreds of grams of cocaine from Estonia to Finland in the previous year. The allegations carried a potential sentence of up to 6 years in prison if found guilty. Karalahti was found guilty and given a suspended sentence of 20 months for his crime. Karalahti and the prosecution have both stated that they intend to appeal the decision. In the District Court of Espoo on March 20, 2008, Jere Karalahti was sentenced to probation for a period of 2 years and fined €10,000. Late career. After that whole thing ended, Karalahti was approached by HC Slovan Bratislava, a top Slovakian team that was the champion of the Slovakian League, after he'd been a free agent for some time. The relocation of Karalahti to Bratislava was put in jeopardy when the transfer fell through because the documents lacked a signature from one of the parties involved. Karalahti's agent Juuso Puliainen gave the assurance that Karalahti's rights are owned by Slovan, which means that he is eligible to play for Slovan. This was confirmed by both the Slovakian Ice Hockey Administration and the Finnish Ice Hockey Administration, according to Puliainen. On the other hand, Karalahti stated that before rushing into anything, he wanted to make sure that everything was in order in Finland. After Slovan, he agreed to terms on a contract with the Germany Elite League club Hamburg Freezers on July 24, 2008 for the 2008-2009 season. Karalahti then made the announcement in May 2009 that he would be leaving Hamburg to play in the Russian Continental Hockey League. Karalahti's new team was Nizhnekamsk. However, only a few weeks later, he decided to change his mind and instead re-sign with the Freezers. Karalahti also played for Dynamo Minsk in the Continental Hockey League, or KHL, during the 2011-2012 and 2012-2013 seasons. During his time there, he was promoted to the role of captain. It wasn't until 2013 that he made his way back to Helsinki. If you're interested in something more chill, we recommend clicking the video on the screen to watch the most annoying fan bases in NHL.